New Year's Day is just always so hard, right? Because of the night before. And even this year, when I went to bed at 9 o'clock. Hey there, and welcome once again to the Rural Juror Brewery Tour.
Well said.
Thanks. I'm Jay.
I'm Seth.
And we're going to look back on the year in beer. Just like last year, we decided to do a bit of a review of all the different beers that we tasted over the year on the show and on the blog, and have a discussion about them.
Which was quite a number of beers.
Yeah, it was like 5 or 6. It was huge.
It was a lot of beers.
It was 5 or 6. That was all. That's what I told my wife.
That's right. It was like $4.
That's all it costs.
That's
exactly. So we have a bunch of different categories, same ones as last year, but also a couple of new ones in there as well. And I figured we'll just go through them bing, bang, bong.
Sure. You're up.
All right. So to start off today, we've got our first category, dark beers. And dark beers include stouts, porters, a dark lager or a dunkel, something like that too. Okay. Just kind of start off with that darker color, something rich with malt.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you have?
And this is of beers that we featured this calendar year.
Must have been featured this calendar year on the show.
Yes, on the show. Okay. So of those, probably my favorite this year would be the Toll Puddle Porter from London Brewing.
Okay,
Local.
why is that?
The flavor is really great. It's a really rich, dark porter, and it's very drinkable. It's just a really enjoyable beer.
Good, and very accessible for us because it's right here in London, Ontario.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Yep.
I'm going to go with a brewery that we actually visited this year, and this is Flying Monkey's Chocolate Manifesto Triple Chocolate Stout.
Yeah.
This thing is like, the scent is chocolate frosting, and it makes you think of chocolate syrup, and there's a little bit of the darkened coffee in there, and it is an extraordinary drink.
It's an extraordinary drink. The difference, I guess, between our take on this question is, mine is drinkable, you can have 2 or 3 a night. That you're going to have 1.
And you want to share it, but...
Yes, and you're going to share it.
But it's certainly memorable.
Oh, absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And this is one that, when it came to naming the winners in each category, for me, it had to be something that really stood out when it came to flavor. Not something that was accessible and easy, because accessible and easy often means easily forgotten as well.
I guess, for me, I took it as something that I will have again and again and again. It wasn't just a one-off, like, oh, that's a pumpkin spice something or other, whatever. This was like, this is a beer that I want to drink, you know?
Okay, man.
So, yeah. Okay.
All right, you go ahead and introduce the next category.
So the next one is just called clean beer. So lagers, pilsners, things like that.
Like a wheat beer even?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
So it's kind of like what we're drinking right now.
Yeah, this is real light color.
Yeah.
Okay, well, why don't I go first?
Sure.
This one might be a little bit of a challenge for you to remember because it was back in the summer, but my choice is the Thank You Honey Lager from Locality Brewing in Langley, British Columbia. That is an exceptional lager. Not only do they source the honey from a nearby bee farm, but it is a lager that stands out. You taste it and you go, this is the best damn lager I've ever had in my life.
I remember that episode.
I bet you do.
I really
and it was just so good.
Yeah.
A malty, delicious lager that just came right out of the park, just swinging for the fences. A nice close second for me though would be the Big Heff and Hammer Hefeweizen from Rusty Wrench in Strathroy.
You're not wrong.
It's a heck of a beer, but Locality Brewing in BC, in Langley area, so good.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Mine is from Ace Hill. It's their Mexican lager.
Ace Hill.
It's a great beer. That was my beer of the summer. It was just an excellent, light, clean, crisp beer.
Touch of sweet, edge of corn to it, real nice.
Yeah, but it had a little bit of flavor too. It wasn't just a straight lager that was, kind of flavorless, tasteless. It had some real nice flavor.
Good choice.
Yeah. My second probably would be Curly's Citra Blonde.
Sorry, I'm calling a flag on this play. All right? You called Citra Blonde last year before it aired in January as your favorite clean beer for that year. You cannot play the same beer 2 years in a row. Okay. Flag on the play. 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
Is this like a red card in football?
It's football.
It's football? Okay.
Yeah, but they don't have cards.
Okay. Anyways, it's still a good beer.
It's a great beer.
Okay, well, Ace Hill was still my beer of the summer.
All right. Coming up next.
Third one is malty beer.
So we're talking stuff that's a little browner, right? Yeah. Not quite as dark as a stout, but not as clean as a lager.
Browns, reds, ambers, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay, what's yours?
All right, I got a special one here. Banana bread beer from Eagle Brewing.
Oh, yeah.
It tastes like a okay, and yeah, maybe you're seeing a trend here because I've got on my first choice one that tastes like chocolate frosting. My second one's a honey lager. My third one is banana bread.
So it's all food.
Well, apparently it's all
hungry.
food-based, I guess. But, this is a heck of a beer. Imported from England, but nonetheless, outstanding flavor, malty, rich, sweet, so good.
Yeah, that's a really good beer. Mine is actually a local one. It's Flux Brewing in Scotland, Ontario. It's their Eye to Eye. It's their red, and it's an excellent red. Yeah. Why did I like that one? I love the flavor of it.
And you love reds.
I do. I absolutely love reds. And that is one of my most favorite reds that I have had. Some reds, they sometimes seem a little bit too much like a lager that's more red. Okay. Something like that. But this is just a really malty, full of flavor, a little bit of bitterness, a little bit of sweet. It's just a really well-balanced beer.
Good choice then.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, up next we have the awkwardly named fruit and vegetable beer. And it's awkwardly named because we have fruit beers. We got tons of fruit beers. Sure. And then we've got those pumpkin beers, and then we have other beers that include different vegetables
like
as
cucumber sour.
Well, that was last year's #1 sour. Goza, the cucumber lime Goza from Nickelbrook. Excellent sour, loved it. Not like he did, but still. So yeah, we're talking fruit-based beers, vegetable-based beers, something that has that grown in a garden sort of basis beyond the hops.
Okay.
What do you have?
Well, that's a hard one because if I think of fruit, I've got to go with something like Muse's Pawpaw. So Muse Brewing's Pawpaw, which is a fruit.
Nobody knows what that fruit is.
Well, it's in Jungle Book. You know, like when the Bare Necessities.
You're talking about a book that's 100 years old, buddy.
No, it's a fucking movie. The kids' movie. You know, everybody knows the Jungle Book.
Oh, yeah, we know it.
Know the bare necessities.
Okay, we're going to take it
down. Yeah, okay, probably. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, it's a pawpaw. It's a fruit. But Muse Brewing took it and made it into a beautiful beer. Now, I don't know if it's available anymore at this point, but it was probably sold out. But I guess if I have to go with something more commercial, I would say Mill Street's Key Lime Pie.
It's a nice one.
Which is I know key lime pie
right,
is more food,
touch
but
of salt, the sweet. It's just great beer. Nice beer.
Yeah, it's a really nice beer.
Yeah,
really
good dessert beer. Mine is once again food based.
Well, I mean, this makes sense because it's fruit and vegetable.
This one totally makes sense. But from our breakfast beers episode, I chose the Bianca Blueberry Pancake Mango Lassi Goza from Omnipolo. The blueberry pancake beer.
It was really good.
It was extraordinary.
It just tastes like you're eating a pancake with butter.
You got the pancake, you got the butter, you got the syrup, you got the blueberry, you got the maple. It is just so remarkable. Stands out in my mind.
Yeah.
And that's what everything that I've chosen tonight does. It stands out.
Absolutely. Yep. Yeah. I wouldn't, again, on that one, I wouldn't want to drink 2 or 3 of them in a night. I'd want to still split one.
You still want to drink it, though.
Oh, I still want to drink it.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Yeah.
All right. So what's up next?
Next up is the strong beer.
Strong beer. So these are beers more than 7%.
Yeah, so it could be anything. It could be any style.
Yep.
It doesn't have to be like a triple IPA or anything like that.
No, it doesn't have to be an Imperial. Doesn't have to be labeled as such. It can just be strong.
Yeah, anything over 7.
Yes. Okay. All right, so I guess my choice there, the rating app Untapped it has mixed reactions from everyone, but I almost never give a 5. And I literally have never given a 5 out of 5 stars to a beer the first time I had it until this one. The Van de Keyser Cuvée from Guden Carolus.
Yeah.
That was exquisite in every way. It was like having, crap, I'm doing it again, butter tart beer.
Yeah.
Another food-based reaction. But It's just an exceptional experience that I couldn't get anywhere else, and I was so happy you shared that one.
Yeah, well, that's hilarious that you chose that one.
Why is
because mine is one of the other beers from that episode. Mine is the Muse Cuvée, the Rouge Cuvée. And,
so good.
Which is
So good.
just a stellar craft beer.
And neither of them taste strong.
No. They're just so smooth. The Rouge Cuvée is a lambic. It's just an excellent beer. Oh, just so well crafted. Yeah, that's hilarious. They're both on the same show.
Good choices, man.
Yeah, you should check out that episode.
All right, we're going to go on to the hoppy ones now. IPAs, pale ales, smash, any of those styles. So what do you have for that?
Well, I mean, I really like IPAs, but the one that really stood out for me was Cloud City by Chronicle Brewing.
It was just so soft.
It was. I have never said the word soft about a beer until I had that. It was just
soft like a cloud.
It was just really, truly, I can't even describe anything other than soft like a cloud. Unbelievable beer.
And that brewery's gonna come up again before we're done tonight.
It's
I'm spoiler.
Okay.
It's gonna come up again.
Yeah, well, that was for me. That was a standout. That was a standout IPA.
Absolutely, that is such a good beer. Mine is unique, and for the first time tonight, not food-based, although it will probably make you want to have some munchy foods. Okay. It's the Mary Jane IPA from Imperial City in Sarnia.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, of course you do, right? Yeah. So dank, and the smell and the taste and all of it spoke of marijuana, and it was just a unique experience.
Yep.
I have had marvelous juicy IPAs this year. Great hoppy ones, piney, citrus, resiny, all of these things. And all of them were great. But this one was special.
Yep.
And while I don't think it's my favorite flavor, because it is not a traditional IPA flavor, it stands out until it falls over, because Mary Jane, am I right?
Yeah.
4.20%. Literally, that's what it says on the can. 4.20%.
I know.
All right.
Okay, next up is the Dark Horse beer. So this is a beer that maybe doesn't fit in any of these categories so far, but still needs to be recognized.
You know what I did?
What?
I screwed up. I did my Dark Horse first.
No.
Mary Jane's my Dark Horse beer. I can't believe I did that.
And we should edit this. No, we won't.
No, we're not going to edit
this. Okay, so what's your... Okay, so...
My favorite IPA of the year?
Yeah.
Once again, you might have to think back because this was in the summer, but it's the Extreme Foggy IPA from Camp Brewing in Langley, BC. Okay, so close to where I was staying when I was there, and just a wonderful place to visit. And that beer, so juicy and hoppy, a little resin in it, and it was exceptional. Do you remember that one?
Yeah, that was on our road trip.
Absolutely, to BC.
To BC, yeah,
it was a great one.
Went on.
It was wonderful.
Yeah, I remember those beers a lot.
No, it was a great IPA though. So sorry, I kind of flipped those around. Favorite IPA, the Extreme Foggy IPA from Camp in Langley. Dark Horse, Mary Jane.
Okay. So my Dark Horse has got to be the Spark House Red. Again, a red from Lake of Bays. But it is just, it's a great red. And it's something that I've had for years. It's not a new beer that they brought out or anything like that. It's just one of their flagships that they have all the time. And it's just truly a great red beer.
You're really leaning toward the malt this year.
I guess I am, yeah. I guess I hadn't noticed that when I was making it up, but I guess I just was in a red mood. But yeah, it's a great beer. You need to check it out. Available at LCBOs, not just at the brewery.
Yeah,
it's excellent. It's great.
Nice.
Okay, what's next?
Favorite episode of the Rural Journey.
Okay, I know that one for sure.
Yeah, well, for me, that was easy.
Okay.
May the 4th. Where we featured Chronicle Brewing, who made Cloud City and Lando Caljusian and Guava the Hut. Like, just great beer, but also, I think that's the episode we had the most fun making.
Oh my gosh, it was so hilarious.
Doing all the skits, and then where I got to cut things together at the end to make it look like you were turning to the dark side, and then Revenge of the Seth. It was so much fun.
Revenge of the Seth.
So much fun.
Yeah. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yeah. I like that part. With the big Danish on her hair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. My favorite one was the the first beer spa road trip episode.
The road trip at the beer spa or the live?
the-
From the beer spa.
I would say the live from the beer spa.
Ah, where we
Yeah.
were drinking beers from Chapter 2 Brewing in Sarnia as a preview to doing the beer spa.
Yes, that's right.
episode.
Absolutely. It was so much fun. We had so much fun up at the beer spa.
We
and
really did. It was great.
Just a great spot. And the beers at the beer spa are really nice beers. And the beers just locally to that area. I mean,
We had a great trip.
it was a really fun time, and it was a really great episode for me. That was fun.
Well, I really enjoyed our time there for sure, and you're going to see that come back too.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that was a good time. Favorite sampler pack?
Easy.
Okay, go ahead.
Easy. It's the Salter Street. The Salter Street Krampus episode.
You mean the one back in March for the
That's right.
Krampus 2020?
That's right. Yes.
It was a hell of a pack.
That was the first one that we did. We obviously we just aired one last
Last week.
last week or
Yeah.
the week before, whatever, and of this I guess this calendar year. But the first one we did was last calendar year, the first time that we found that box set, and I was just blown away.
It was a gift from Michelle
That's right.
in Scarborough.
That's right. Yeah, it was from
one
one
of
of our
the
viewers. Yeah, had sent us that. That was awesome, and it was such a great pack. And it's lovely that they keep doing it every year and changing it up, and that it has some continuity, right? They take a beer, then they age it in something, and so you get it. It's a wonderful pack. You need to check it out.
All right. Mine was an episode that we certainly filmed in 2021,
Okay.
but because of some delays, it actually didn't go up on the channel until the first week of January. We had a number of different
count.
things got in the way of this, so we're going to have to count it, but
count.
it's the UVB 76 Imperial Russian Stout pack
Yeah.
from Wellington Brewery.
This was a really good one too.
Those 3 stouts blew my mind with the complexity and depth of flavor, but also how well refined they were and how they weren't afraid to take a chance.
Yeah, and it was
Just excellent beer.
it's a really, really good pack.
Really, really good. And it came with a cute little glass.
Yeah.
I use it every time I have a stout.
And it was interesting because I learned something. I had never heard about the UVB 76.
So much fun.
And so you learn something and you drink.
I loved that pack itself. Not a cheap pack, like I said in the episode, worth
cares?
every penny.
Yeah.
Just so good.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, what's next?
Favorite brewery that we visited. This required us to attend the brewery. So unfortunately, I didn't get to go to Flux, so that doesn't qualify.
Okay.
But we both got to go to my choice. So I'm going to start there. And my
Okay.
favorite brewery, Muskoka Beer Spa.
Yeah.
Okay, now the brewery itself, you know, whatever. The beer is magnificent, but the site, the location, the
Yep.
live stage, the playground for kids. Kids don't drink beer. The cabins, the architecture, the whole experience. Melissa, you do a great job out there. Like,
Yeah.
it's just wonderful. Thank you so much for that experience.
Yeah.
It was excellent, and the beer was great.
I know. Kegs in your cabin.
How do you not love that, right? The VHS tape collection, the snacks that were there.
So many snacks.
And as I remember, the day that we were there, both your beloved England and Montreal got eliminated. It was a good day for
It's a good
for
day.
beer.
Other than that, yes.
Good day for beer.
It was a good day to drink. Yes, it really was. My favorite brewery that we went to this year, and I have been to many, was North Winds in Collingwood, and just as a true full experience. So not just the beer was excellent.
Yeah.
A huge amount of variety.
I think that's the first time I had a smash.
Yeah, I think it might have been.
Yeah.
A huge variety of beers that they have,
Like 20 different beers on site.
and the food.
Oh, those sandwiches.
Crazy.
Go check
good.
out the Collingwood episode just to see the sandwiches.
So good.
It might even be worth the drive. Now, I know I'm
It
going to be
is.
there in November. Definitely getting some food there.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Have to do it.
And they've got 2 locations, one in Blue Mountain,
Yep.
and one in town itself.
That's an excellent choice, man.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
Nice.
what
All
do we
right,
got
next and final category.
Okay.
Favorite blog beer. We have a
We have a
blog.
blog?
Yeah,
We have a
we
blog.
have a blog. Publishes at least once a week. And it's all about beer and manufacturing beer and the different ways that beer is created and things influencing beer, but also like almost weekly beer reviews and stuff that we don't get to feature on the show most of the time. So, given that we have a blog that you read and contribute to all of the time, what's your favorite blog beer?
That I wrote?
No, sir.
Oh, okay.
Your favorite blog beer?
My favorite blog beer. My favorite blog beer is probably a Cowbell. Their double exposure, double IPA.
Just happens to be one you wrote.
That one does happen to be one I wrote. I remember writing it, and I remember enjoying the beer. And then I remember saying you should go and get it. And then I emailed Cowbell and said, hey, how come it's not in your store? And they said, oh, it's seasonal now. I was like, damn it.
Double IPA, seasonal.
I know. I don't
Double
understand.
IPAs, good all year round.
Well, I guess not. So, but hopefully it should be coming back soon. I'm hoping. Knock wood. Great beer, though.
Okay.
And I wrote it really well. Like the words and stuff, they all went together.
Well, there were certainly letters in that blog.
Punctuation and stuff, you know?
Yes.
I proofread it at least once. Okay, I didn't.
All right. And mine is from an award-winning brewery in Ontario up in Seaforth called Half Hours on Earth.
Oh, yeah.
Which specializes in sours, but my goodness. Now,
Yeah.
I have always struggled to get their beer. When I drive by, it's closed, and then they stopped selling retail altogether and just did shipping. But I did place an order this year, and I got this giant bottle, 750 mils. It's called Flutter for a Day, and You Think It's Forever. And it's a quote from a Carl Sagan thing where he says, we are as butterflies who flutter for a day and think it's forever.
He was on Family Ties, right?
No. And he wrote
Bob Saget?
Contact. He was on Cosmos. He's a big deal.
Oh.
Well, not anymore. He's
Carl Sagan.
Sagan.
That's what I said.
Sagan.
Yeah. Okay. Say again?
Good Lord. Anyways, this beer had mushrooms in it. It was purple.
Really? It was
But it was incredible.
The beer was purple?
It was purple.
Wow.
But it was this beautiful, well, first of all, beautiful in the glass, but also the taste. And it would unveil layers as I drank through it. And it was just so delicious.
Nice.
So I was really pleased with that.
Nice.
All right.
That's quite a wrap to the whole year.
It's a heck of a year.
That's a lot of episodes and a lot of beer.
It's a lot of beer.
A lot of beer. A lot of episodes.
At least 5 or 6.
Road trips. We started our road trips this year. We started beer school
Beer
this
school,
year.
yeah.
Oh,
Absolutely.
So many fun things that we started this year.
I'm having a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, before we go, we would like to recognize one of our patrons. We have a Patreon, and at our Patreon, people who enjoy the show can sponsor us for a couple of bucks a month, and it kind of helps offset the cost of some of this so that we can tell our wives that there's only been 5 or 6 beers in the year.
And it helps us buy some tech and things like that.
It certainly helps with that. Things like microphones to improve sound, lights to improve the visuals, and razor blades to make sure you get the right color and sheen here. It's working out.
Color?
Yeah.
Okay.
Regardless, thank you so much, Helen in Woodstock. You've been a great patron this year, as well Lauren in Toronto. Thank you so much for what you've done to help out the show. We look forward to it. And if you'd like to sponsor us, go to patreon.com and search for Rural Juror Brewery Tour, and you will find ways to support the show there.
You bet.
And maybe even get a call out.
That'd be awesome. Thank you so much, guys. Thanks so much for watching today. Thanks so much for all of your support this year. And thanks for watching this.
Well said.
Thanks.
I'm Jay.
I'm Seth.
Check us out next time when we have another year of beer in another year.
Another year of beer.
Wouldn't that be great?
That's exciting.
All right, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Cheers. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yeah.